I am back, and once again, I am on flagship. This time, I'm going to do flagship from this side. Last time I did it from the other side. So I wanted to show you how I'd approach it from this side. And I think I want to do a few more spots on other maps. Once again, you've been following this little series. I try to get some quick buckets or some quick points. Once again, I am going for my score streak. So look at that. The decoy gave me 15, neutralized position. I'm kind of playing the angles. I expect for there to always be one or two turds who rush into the other spawn, and I try to lock the lanes down before they can do it. And look at that. My little turret gun got me 100. Look in the middle screen. I'm getting points with everything I do, and that is my goal. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sit back. Once again, I want to see the flow. And, of course, I got laid down there. The one thing about the UAVs on this map, sometimes they have a little advantage because you got to wait for it to come around this big tower in the middle of the flagship. But people give you a lot of buckets in this game. I don't know why. Buckets is like their worst enemy, and they keep putting them out there. So, look, first I want to show some appreciation to everybody. I know I haven't done this YouTube thing in a while. Some of y'all have been giving me a little mercy and grace. I'm not even using a microphone. I'm recording on my iPhone. I remember back having a Blue Yeti, a mic. If I start taking this serious and start posting more, maybe I'll get the equipment and actually kind of upgrade the sound. But it's working for now, so I hope you're enjoying it. Once again, I appreciate everybody that's been back watching me solo camp. I haven't really been playing a lot of team ball. I just been out here on these streets by myself, laying people down, playing for the win. Look, I don't care how much of a team, how much lead they have. If they're going to be playing me, I feel like we're always in the game. Long as my teammates don't do silly stuff like flip the spawns too much and allow me to do my thing, I'm going to keep us in the game. And that's what streaking is going to do. Now, when I play this map, I tend to work this left angle a little more. But you see I'm watching the right. You see the one guy came and flanked me. So I got to watch out and see if he's going to have that tendency again. Now, something I want to address because a lot of people have been asking me for a class setup. I don't have a class setup. I have none to give you. I am using a basic setup. Look, I'm using the AK, or this is the M15, whatever comes out the box. I'm just trying different attachments. Back in the days when I was taking this YouTube a little more serious, I would actually take the time, test all the equipment, test all the different perks that a gun can offer. And I'm going to tell you, in my years of Call of Duty, I'm only looking for a couple things in a gun. I want a gun with a lot of bullets and no recoil. That's my secret. Limited recoil, so I'm not missing people as the gun bob over their head. I want to be able to lay them down with missile accuracy. So I want a gun, like I missed it. Was it the M27 on Call of Duty Ghost? That gun was beast. And look, people coming at me. I know people always wonder how I do this without dying. I just outsmarted them. When the guy shot me, I moved around. If you notice, I'm putting these little turret sentry guns. Like, look at it, hitting them. Right now, you can hear it hitting the guys. Maybe I'll cut the volume up a little bit in this game so you can actually hear the gameplay. I'm just watching my back and I'm playing the tendencies. I spend a lot of time watching the minimap. The reason I watch the minimap, I want to know where my teammates are because their teammates, they're cheese. If all my teammates are to the right, I'm not so much worried about someone coming to the right. So I tend to focus on the left. I try to play the opposite of my teammates and I feed off them because if they die, that means there's a problem, Roger. So that's all I do. Now back to the class setup. Like I say, I'm just playing with a basic setup. I'm using a looper perk. I'm using the link, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is just your preference. Do you want cold-blooded? What do you want? How do you want to play? So for me, I don't have a special class setup in this game. I'm just basically playing with the gun out the box, and I try to do like the recoil spring on the gun. I want limited recoil, and I want a lot of bullets. I'm not trying to have the fastest gun because it doesn't matter. My style of play doesn't require me to have quick draw. Why do I need quick draw when I'm not running up on anybody? I'm trying to aim down sight and shoot you. So I want limited recoil so I can lay you down as fast as possible. That works for me. That's my play style. Now, don't get me wrong. If I'm going to rush, I'm going to put on a rushing class. I'm going to have something with quick draw. I want a gun that's going to chop you down as fast as possible. Recoil doesn't matter when you're rushing because you come up on them, you lay them down. But I'm being a long-range assassin. RLP, baby. LRP, long-range pimping. And I'm trying to get into this. This is my gun here. This is the kind of recoil I like. Look at the recoil on this gun. No, this is literally my whole purpose. Now, if you're playing with me and you're a rusher, you're probably enjoying it. If you're on another team, you're probably hating your Call of Duty life. But that's my goal. My goal is to wreak a little havoc, make it so that my team can come back. Look, we've been losing this game, this whole game. So all I want to do is get in and control the spawn. As long as I got some people I feel like are team players. And what I mean by that, you get some flag captures, you get some people that can, catch the objective, then I can be the one causing havoc. Now, someone asked the other day, what if everybody was doing this? Well, somebody got to catch the flag. I said, you got one or two options. You can either go catch the flag yourself, or you can tap out and go get another game. Nobody forces you to be in a bad game. If I was this other team, I wouldn't be standing for this. Somebody dropping all these score streaks on me. I'm like, man, I did not pay my money to die. But that's how I play the game. I paid my money and I play the game to survive. It's as simple as that. I'm not doing anything that the game doesn't allow me to do. I'm not cheating. I'm not using no special kind of controller. Matter of fact, I got an out-the-box controller. I actually had to go pick up another controller from GameStop. Look at me pushing up, just trying to be greedy and get some points. My controller had that left lag. I don't know if you guys even noticed. My first 3, 4, or 5 videos, I was playing with a bad controller. It kept pulling me to the left. I was having a hard time aiming. With all that being said, I was still able to dominate the game just playing smart with the bad controller. So guess what? I spent the $49 and got me a used controller from GameStop, and this is just a plain out the box. I would love to give it a scuff or one of those controllers with the buttons on their bottom. I think I can dominate, especially in this game where bunny hopping matters. But to be honest, I ain't trying to spend that money, baby. Back in the days, this game had to pay for everything I did. And that was the only rule I had with my wife. None of this is going to take away from my family eating. So if I did make a little ad revenue, ooh, that bought me a new monitor. So right now, I'm not making any ad revenue, so I'm not investing that much. I'm just out here having fun with the game. Now, if you follow what I'm doing, I'm holding the corners down. I'm paying attention left to right. I'm paying attention to my teammates. Look, these are #1 camper techniques. I've been doing this for a long time. It's not too many people out there that can say they've been capping as long as me. And a few people that mention like the Worm. Man, I remember the Worm. I played with him in Black Ops 2. You know what I mean? What is his name? Adam? Like, it's been a long time. But, you know, I enjoy the Call of Duty community, but is there a community anymore? I'm not going to even lie. I don't watch Call of Duty videos anymore because I don't even know who's doing them really online. Look at this. See, this is my teammate flipping a spawn and I'm landing down. Back in the day, see, I blame YouTube a little bit. I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube wanted to stop being a gaming platform. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, I used to own a YouTube network. I used to partner, had a website where gamers came and connected and stuff. I was actually a behind the scenes guy. I did my channel just for fun. When I did my first camping channel, I just thought I'd get 1,000 subscribers. I had no major goal, just, you know, small little community. I was about that because I was on the business side of YouTube. But I started noticing they didn't like gamers. And early YouTube 10, 15 years ago or even more, it was all gamers. Even going back to 20 years, all the top YouTubers are gamer. PewDiePie, the top 10 would have been gamers. And I saw YouTube, I saw their long-term vision. They wanted to turn it more into television. They wanted to focus on, like, I'm not going to say none of these TV show names, but they wanted this to be like a secondary channel for them. They wanted to not be Twitch. They weren't trying to compete with Twitch. They could have took Twitch out. Remember when they had the live tab and you could see people live streaming games? I used to pick the game. I used to watch a lot of people live streaming. Now they made it hard to find. And even on my feed, I don't get gaming videos. I get Pop the Balloon in People's Court. The things that come up in my feed. So it's kind of hard being a gamer on YouTube in 2025 because when you have a platform that doesn't support gamers, you know something wrong. I remember when they used to do them end of year roundup videos. And I remember one year they didn't have PewDiePie or anything. And I was like, that's crazy. This was the biggest YouTuber in the history of YouTube at one point. Like, nobody was even close to him. Now I think he's ranked like number 12. So the point I'm making is I don't know who's out here on these Call of Duty streets. So I'm not really watching anybody video. The people I grew up watching, how I've always been a grown man. The people I watch, I don't even think they do YouTube anymore. I used to love Hidden Masters. There was people I used to watch all the time, even before Wings of Redemption, before Mark and J. Like, to y'all, Mark and J is old school. To me, Mark and J, I remember when he was a brand new guy trying to make it out here in these streets. You know, even going back to Chris Smooth, like that, those were the days. So even now, I have no clue who's making videos. So I don't have any reference points. So I know there's probably exclusive Ace. I know there's probably some people out there doing gun stats and stuff, but I don't even watch that. So that's why I'm having a hard time giving you guys a good setup because I'm just playing with the gun. You guys give me a suggestion. What gun has what gun has 500 bullets and no recoil? That's the gun I want to play with. So right now, if you notice in this game, I died one time in the beginning of the game. We're now up 172, 144, and all I am doing is outsmarting the other team. I'm playing the angles. If I was a boxer, I'd be Floyd Mayweather, baby. But with Muhammad Ali knockout power. Okay. So look at this. All I'm doing is still trying to collect points. I'm trying to stay safe. And I'm racking up these score streaks. Sometimes I can't even call them in. The Legion and the Raps, and I'm going to keep calling the Raps, or the Raps and the Chopper Gunner. Those are deadly. If I could throw all 3 streaks up at one time, I don't think anybody would play in the lobby with me anymore. And look at me, I'm trying to call it up because I'm trying to wait. I feel like the Legion is done, but I want to get into this chopper gunner because this thing terrorizes people. Look, it's only 4 points left. I'm getting in this for nothing just to call it in. But look at that. Your boy laid him down. All I did was outsmart him. I out-angled them. And look at this. 83-1. That 83 KD. And for you rushers, yeah, I was scared in the back. I was so scared, afraid to die. Yeah, get out of here, bro. I had fun. It wasn't boring for me. Like I say, we play chess, you play checkers. Well, you ain't even playing checkers. You play die a lot. All right, you guys, I am out. How do we finish this? Let's go.